Please be advised that when the chair opens the public comment portion of the meeting, members of the public will be able to speak and provide comment. You must slowly provide your first and last name and any organization with which you are affiliated. Please keep your comments to the topic of the Urban Enterprise Zone program and/or authority. Additionally, your comments will be restricted to 2 minutes. I would like to turn the meeting over to our chair, Aaliyah Couch, to call the meeting to order.
Good afternoon, everyone. In accordance with the Open Public Meeting Act, notice of this meeting has been sent to the Bergen Record and the Trentonian at least 48 hours prior to this meeting, and a meeting notice has been posted on the Secretary of State's bulletin board at the Department of State. James, could you conduct the roll call, please?
Roll call will be done by calling out each department. When you hear the department you represent, please slowly and clearly say your first and last name. Department of Community Affairs.
Aaliyah Couch.
Department of Labor.
Julie Diaz.
Department of Treasury.
Aaron Binder.
Department, New Jersey Economic Development Authority. New Jersey Redevelopment Authority.
Leslie Anderson.
Carmen Mendiola. Oops,
Present.
public members, Carmen Mendiola. William Johnson.
Present.
As chair, we have a quorum.
Great. Before we go to the minutes from the April 10th, 2024 UEZA board meeting for review and approval, I kindly request that the board members state their name for the record when making a motion or second. Do I have a motion to approve the April 10th UEZA board meeting minutes?
This is Leslie Anderson. I move that we approve the minutes.
Thank you. Can I get a second?
Second, Aaron
Second.
Binder.
James, can we have a roll call?
Aaliyah Couch.
Yes.
Aaron Binder.
Yes.
Julie Diaz.
Yes.
William Johnson.
Yes.
Carmen Mendiola.
Yes.
The minutes are approved.
All right, moving
I'm
forward with the
sorry,
agenda.
you didn't call me James,
I'm sorry,
Good catch, Leslie.
Leslie
but I
Anderson.
say yes.
The minutes are approved.
All right, moving forward with the agenda, we have the executive director's report to the board and 9 items that fall under new business. Executive Director Slaughter, you have the floor.
Thank you. For the first item, we're going to be setting up the UEZA board training. We'd like to schedule a training session in July, depending on your schedule. And we'd like to discuss the operation of the agency, highlighting operations and the changes that have been made, a detail on the 5-year master plan and what the plan of action would be. And so if you could contact Rasha with some dates, preferably the 2nd and 3rd week of July, to let us know your availability, we'll schedule this meeting and set it up. Presently, with the approval of the proposed 5-year master plan on the agenda this evening, we have 22 communities who have received authorization to prepare an RFP. There are 12 UEZ communities who have not submitted their paperwork. We're reaching out to them to initiate the 5-year the 5-year master plan process. We continue to work, and those of you who are state employees understand this challenge. We've been looking for a while to try to identify and hire qualified employees. We're now looking to our external options and certainly working with HR to make sure that UEZ is fully staffed. The UEZ staff is going to be meeting with mayors and administrators and coordinators over the next few weeks to discuss their proposed projects, their outreach to the community, and what they're doing to get the business community to become part of the UEZ. And so, in addition, we have essentially approved 208 projects. Some of these are now being completed. So our audit staff has begun the audit process. We anticipate that we will be doing a lot of audits over the summer. Finally, we're continue to work and updating our website. Presently, if you haven't seen it, there's a language toggle that allows a website visitor to come to our sites and look in different languages and automatically translate some of our documents. We're working continually to try to make that more accessible to outside businesses in which those businesses, English is not their primary language, excuse me. So we will continue to work on the site, work on more information, providing more clarification in the certification process to businesses and also our coordinators as we move forward. And this is a snapshot of activities as stated previously from last month's meeting to today's meeting. Thank you. We will now review our project proposals for consideration by the Board of Commissioners. To have adequate consideration for each resolution, a UEZ board roll call is enacted. Rasha will be reading the roll call for the UEZ coordinators.
Good afternoon. We kindly request when it's your turn to present your project that you turn on your camera so there can be direct interaction between you and the board. Please state your name to confirm your attendance. If there is no presentation, your application request will be tabled until the next meeting. Bayonne,
Jacqueline Farber Bayonne.
Camden,
Joe Thomas, present.
Long Branch,
Richard Thompson.
Bertham Boy,
Noelia Blum.
Plainfield.
Jeanette Approvicio.
Thank you.
All right, we have 9 action items on our agenda, and our first new item is acceptance, of Camden UEZ admin budget for fiscal year 25 in the amount of $163,125. Before we begin, are there any recusals or abstentions? All right, seeing none, do we have we do have our representative from Camden. I heard you say you were present. Mr. Thompson, would you walk us through this project? Thomas, excuse me.
Yes, first and foremost, I'd just like to thank everyone. It's always an honor to be able to come into such a STEAM room and request funding to further make the city a great city within our state. And I'd also like to say thank you to Joyce Zayas. I don't see her, but her continued work and continued effort I couldn't achieve such magnitude of requests without her. The city of Camden is requesting a 6-month budget of $163,125 to continue to staff and communicate our outreach to our constituents and our UEZ business community to produce job creation. We have a robust marketing plan that we like to keep active, and this request will fund that. We have a robust outreach plan that we like to continue, and this funding will do that. This funding will also continue to fund my salary and hopefully fund the salaries of an employee to come. So we humbly request this money, and the great city of Camden will be very much appreciative if this could be approved. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Thomas. Are there any questions by the board members at this time? All right, may I have a motion for the approval for Camden?
This is Leslie
Motion, Carmen
Anderson.
Mendiola.
All right. Leslie motion, Carmen second. James, we have a roll call vote?
Aaliyah Couch,
Yes.
Aaron Binder,
Yes.
Julie Diaz,
Yes.
Leslie Anderson,
Yes.
William Johnson,
Yes.
Carmen Mendiola.
Yes.
The motion carries.
Great. Thank you, Mr. Thomas. All right, moving on, approval of Long Branch UEZ marketing project for 2024 in the amount of $135,000. Before we begin, are there any recusals or abstentions?
Madam Chair, Will Johnson, I have to recuse myself.
Thank you, Will. Do we have a representative from Long Branch? I see you, Mr. Thompson. Great.
Yes.
Would you walk us through this project?
Sure. Good afternoon, members of the board, fellow coordinators, UEZ staff, and members of the public. My name is Richard Thompson, and I represent the City of Long Branch's Urban Enterprise Zone program. Today, I'll be discussing the proposed marketing project for the Long Branch UEZ. The project total is $135,000 and aims to increase the notability of the UEZ in the local business community. Through our previous marketing project, we were able to purchase a mobile event stage that increased the amount of events that we hold within the zone, and business owners saw an increase in activity in their areas due to these events. We also were able to conduct a successful business mailing, which we saw, I believe, 3 or 4 businesses increase in the actual UEZ. The proposed marketing project for this year will see the funds allocated for promotional materials, printing, postage, and equipment, as well as funding assistance for the city to continue concerts and events within the Long Branch UEZ. Introduce business workshops that will give information to businesses such as how to run social media accounts or other topics that businesses are looking to learn, as well as translation services that will allow us to advertise to our Spanish and Portuguese communities. Thank you for your consideration.
Thank you for that overview, Mr. Thompson. Are there any questions by the board members at this time? Seeing none, may I have a motion for the approval of this program proposal for Long Branch?
Motion, Carmen Mendiola.
Thank you. Can I get a second?
Second, Aaron Binder.
James, can I have a roll call vote?
Leah Couch,
Yes.
Aaron Binder,
Yes.
Julie Diaz,
Yes.
Leslie Anderson,
Yes.
Carmen Mendiola.
Yes.
Motion carries.
All right, thank
Thank
you,
you.
Mr. Thompson. Our next item is approval of the second half of Perth Amboy's admin budget for fiscal year 2024 in the amount of $19,670. Before we begin, are there any recusals or abstentions? Seeing none, Ms. Cologne, if you don't mind, could you turn your camera on, please, before you walk us through the project?
I actually can't, my system is new and it's not functioning, so I apologize that I won't be able to do it this time, but I'll be sure for the next time to have it functioning.
No worries, thank you.
Yeah,
Floor is
Thank
yours.
you, I apologize for that. So thank you so much. Thank you to both the administration and the board for hearing our projects today. So there are 3 on the list. Yes, the second round of funds is actually not half, it's about $20,000 for the remainder request. We did receive our allocation a little later this year, back in January. So we put a request in February to see if we can utilize these funds for marketing. And so we are looking to apply these funds for advertising and promotion for our UEZ program and while canvassing to our business owners. So that's what our funds will be used towards this year for our remainder admin funds.
All right, thank you for that overview. Are there any questions by the board members at this time? All right, seeing none, may I have a motion for the approval of this program proposal for Perth Amboy?
Motion, Julie Diaz.
Thanks, Julie. Can I get a second?
Second, Will Johnson.
James, have a roll call vote?
Leah Couch,
Yes.
Aaron Binder,
Yes.
Julie Diaz,
Yes.
Leslie Anderson,
Yes.
We got this one.
oh, who did I miss? Oh,
Someone may have just misspoke, James, it's fine.
huh? Oh, I had missed it. Okay. William Johnson,
Yes.
Carmen Mendiola.
Yes.
Did I call out Ms. Johnson? Okay, she's not present, but the motion carries.
Thank you. Our next item is the approval of Perth Amboy UEZ Seasonal Clean Team Program in the amount of $150,000. Before we begin, are there any recusals or abstentions? Okay, Ms. Cologne, the floor is yours.
Thank you once again. So this request is for $150,000 for the second round of funds for the Seasonal Clean Team project. We were able to hire 15 residents in our first round, which was very successful. We actually ended up hiring some full-time to join the city of Perth Amboy, so that was actually very useful for us. And so this time around, we're looking for a smaller amount, but we're looking to still utilize the same program, hiring residents and activating spaces specifically for sanitation and maintenance cleanup for part-time and seasonal positions. And their assistance would help out with cleanups for trash collection, operating our gum buster machine, eliminating gum from our sidewalks, fertilizing and watering and maintaining our planters, weeding, gardening, maintaining signage and graffiti removal. And so we're looking forward to have a seamless transition from our round one funds to our second round of funds. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Are there any questions by the board members at this time? All right, seeing none, may I have a motion for the approval of this program proposal for Perth Amboy?
Motion, Julie Diaz.
Can I get a second?
Second, Aaron Binder.
Thank you. James, may I have a roll call vote?
Aaliyah Couch,
Yes.
Aaron Binder,
Yes.
Julie Diaz,
Yes.
Leslie Anderson,
Yes.
William Johnson,
yes,
Carmen Mendiola.
Yes.
The motion carries.
All right, our next item is approval of Perth Amboy UEZ Fink Park construction project in the amount of $700,000. Before we begin, are there any recusals or abstentions? Seeing none, Ms. Cologne, floor is yours.
Thank you again. I mean, a lot of time. So the final item on the agenda for today is the request of $700,000 of funds for the construction of a pocket park in the heart of our downtown district. So what we want to do is create an outdoor dining experience, entertaining a rest stop area for our shoppers and diners within the Perth Amboy Central downtown shopping area, which contains about 300 stores within that lineup. And we want to promote between residents and visitors, and in that dense population in the area where they can occupy. It is the only green space located within the 1.3 miles of our Smith Street downtown district. And so we're really looking forward to partnering with NPP. So NPP partially funded our project at about $688,000. And we're looking forward to the UEZ funds supplementing that as well, so that we can create a space and a functional space for creative placemaking in our downtown area. Thank you.
Thank you for that overview. Are there any questions by the board members at this time? Seeing none, may I have a motion for the approval of this program proposal for Perth Amboy?
Motion,
motion to
Julie
Carmen.
Diaz.
Second,
Motion,
Carmen.
Julie, second, Carmen. May I have a roll call vote?
Aaliyah Couch,
Yes.
Aaron Binder,
Yes.
Julie Diaz,
Yes.
Leslie Anderson,
Yes.
William Johnson,
yes,
Carmen Mendiola.
Yes.
Motion carries. Madam Chair, could I did miss Ms. Anderson vote on the Long Branch resolution. Could we take a minute to record her vote?
Sure.
My apologies.
No worries.
So recorded on the Long Branch UEZ Marketing Project 2024. Ms. Anderson, what is your vote on this issue?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep, no problem. Our next item is approval of Plainfield UEZ Special Events and Marketing in the amount of $250,000. Before we begin, are there any recusals or abstentions? All right, Ms. Aparicio, would you walk us through this project? I believe you're muted.
I was.
There you go.
Thank you. Thank you for that. Good afternoon, Madam Chair. Good afternoon, members of the authority and fellow UEZ coordinators. Thank you once again for this opportunity to be able to present these wonderful projects. So the city of Plainfield is asking the members of the authority to approve the proposed Plainfield UEZ Special Events and Marketing, as this award will provide funds for the enhancement and continuous support of marketing and promotional activities for the city of Plainfield UEZ It aims to not only elevate the zone's profile, but also to significantly contribute to the costs associated with organizing and executing community building events by highlighting Plainfield UEZ businesses, therefore making them more visible on the map. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any questions by the board members at this time? Seeing none, may I have a motion for the approval of this project proposal for Plainfield? Say that 5 times over.
Motion, Aaron Binder.
Can I get a second?
Will Johnson, second.
James, may I have a roll call vote?
Leah Couch,
Yes.
Aaron Binder,
Yes.
Julie Diaz,
Yes.
Leslie Anderson,
Yes.
William Johnson,
Yes.
Carmen Mendiola.
yes,
The motion carries.
All right, great. Our next item of business is approval of Plainfield UEZ market analysis in the amount of $100,000. Before we begin, are there any recusals or abstentions? All right, Ms. Aparicio, the floor is yours.
Thank you once again. The City of Plainfield is asking the members of the authority to approve the proposed Plainfield UEZ market analysis, as we are looking to further revitalize the downtown area by first getting a deeper understanding of the opportunities the district has to capitalize on, having a full picture of our present commercial status within the Plainfield UEZ, and better understanding in how to strategically increase interest to invite and guide expected new businesses can only yield to a great success that will pave the way for new UEZ businesses, new goals, and economic development growth. Thank you.
Great, thank you. Are there any questions by the board members at this time? All right, seeing none, may I have a motion for the approval of this request proposal for Plainfield?
Leah Couch,
I need a motion, James, sorry.
oh, I'm sorry.
This is Leslie Anderson. I'll make that motion.
Thank you, Leslie. Can I get a second?
Second,
Will
Julie
Johnson.
Diaz.
Thank you. James, may I have a roll call vote?
Leah Couch,
Yes.
Aaron Binder,
Yes.
Julie Diaz,
Yes.
Leslie Anderson,
Yes.
William Johnson,
Yes.
Carmen Mendiola.
yes,
Motion carries.
All right, great. Thank you, Ms. Aparicio. Our next item is approval to authorize Bayonne UEZ to proceed with the development of a request for proposal for a 5-year plan. Before we begin, are there any recusals or abstentions? All right, seeing none, Ms. Farber, would you walk us through this project?
Of course. Good afternoon, members of the board, fellow coordinators, and UEZ staff. The City of Bayonne UEZ is requesting to use $125,000 towards our 5-year plan. This 5-year plan will include looking at the economic conditions, which includes the Miscible Distress Index and the supply and demand and marketing analysis. Also looking to make changes in our UEZ boundaries and eliminating spider legs. In addition, we hope to develop a numbers of different programs which will be highlighted in the plan. If approved, we will advertise the process to identify the suitable consultant whom we will collaborate closely and ensure the success of the 5-year plan. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you. Are there any questions by the board members at this time? All right, seeing none, may I have a motion for the approval of this program proposal for Bayonne?
motion, Carmen Mendiola.
Thank you. Can I get a second?
Second, Leslie Anderson.
James, may I have a roll call vote?
Leah Couch,
Yes.
Aaron Binder,
Yes.
Julie Diaz,
I'm usually much better with the mute button. Sorry. That's a yes for Julie Diaz.
It's that kind of day.
Leslie Anderson,
Yes.
William Johnson,
Yes.
Carmen Mendiola.
Yes,
The motion carries.
All right, our next item, approval to authorize Bayonne UEZ's request for proposal for the undertaking of a 5-year plan not to exceed $125,000. Ms. Farber, do you have anything you want to add?
Other than we're excited to get the process going.
Works for me. Thank you. May I have a motion for the approval of this program proposal for Bayonne?
Motion Carmen.
Can I get a second?
Second, Julie.
Second, Leslie.
May I have a roll call vote?
Aaliyah Couch,
Yes.
Aaron Binder,
Yes.
Julie Diaz,
Yes.
Leslie Anderson,
Yes.
William Johnson,
yes,
Carmen Mendiola.
Yes.
The motion carries.
Thank you very
Thank you, Ms.
much.
Farber. Take care. This concludes the action items on our agenda. So moving forward with old business, excuse me. Are there items to discuss? Anyone from the public? This is your time to weigh in. We look forward to receiving public comments at this time. Members of the public, please note you can press *6 to mute and unmute yourself. As a reminder, please keep your comments limited to the jurisdiction of this entity and limit it to 2 minutes. All right, seeing no public comment, I would like to thank everyone for their participation. May I have a motion to adjourn the meeting?
Motion, Julie
Motion
Diaz.
Carmen.
Second,
Second.
Carmen. James, may I have a roll call vote?
Aaliyah Couch,
Yes.
Aaron Binder,
Yes.
Julie Diaz,
Yes.
Leslie Anderson,
Yes.
William Johnson,
yes.
Carmen Mendiola.
Yes.
The motion carries.
All right, thank you for your time, everyone. This concludes our meeting.
Have a good day, everybody.
Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Thank you.